Hello, Steve White, Trekway89. So there's a little bit of Star Trek merch of interest. There's Moopsie, of course. Now, Moopsie is a really... well, the character was clearly created for merch. It's basically like a knockoff of Pusheen. It's an alien that drinks people's bones. It's part of the infantilization of Star Trek. We get sort of stuff like this. But so far as merch goes, it's kind of well, like I said, that's what it was created for, and it works. But the more interesting piece of merch, but it's also disappointing, is the Star Trek 3 4K HD Steelbox. Now the packaging is nice because it's the it's the early poster for Star Trek 3, where it's like this picture of Spock in space that's sort of made out of these sort of sharp sort of lines. And then you have a little bird of prey and a little Enterprise sort of battling from that scene in the film in the foreground. And this version, the tin just has Spock's face, and when you slide off the clear slipcover, the title and the Enterprise and the bird of prey come off, and it's just the Spock image, which it's quite nice. But I don't know if I know they. I think they just no. I don't think they did a steelbook for the director's edition of Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I would have bought it. And as far as I know, they haven't done one for the director's edition of Star Trek 2, unless they did them earlier. Because I think there was a steelbook at least of Star Trek 1, the regular version, not the director's cut, the new 4K one. So it just seems a bit odd to have this random one. It's the anniversary, but like we want a series, we want a matching set. We don't want a bunch of random Star Trek steelbooks that are all made at different times for different collections. They don't match when you stick them on the shelf together. They need to line up and look like one set, not all have different text and everything and logos and stuff. So I'm not sure it's really going to work and is really a smart move on that level. But just looking at it on its own, it's gorgeous. But I don't know if I want it because it's not going to match all the others. It's a bit of a mess. I'd like them to just commit to doing a steelbook of each film every couple of years when it comes out, and doing like a nice special edition of each film as it comes out. They've got a couple of years. They could have started doing this in 2019, and they could have just steadily been bringing them out for the 40th anniversaries. But like a nice 40th anniversary edition steelbook with some new features, maybe a booklet or something. So in one way it's cool, because I think this does have a little booklet and a poster, and yeah, but where's the matching Star Trek 2? Are they going to do a Star Trek 4? I mean, I don't want an incomplete series, so they really need to think in terms of collectors and long term, not just sort of do random things, because I know they think they can just sell it in the moment and they don't care, but for people like me who have a collection, it's got to work in the collection. It can't just be this random thing on its own. Sometimes that works, but mostly it just annoys you when you look at it, because like, well, I want where are all the other films? I want the other films. It irritates you to see it in the collection on its own, like when you've only got one of something that there is a series of. It feels like something's missing, it's incomplete. So I don't know, I'm not sure if it works, but it looks beautiful. Part of me wants it just because it looks pretty, but yeah, also no, so I don't think I'm going to be getting it, but I just had to comment on it, and I just want to see what other people think of that situation. With companies not committing to a series, like starting it off and then not finishing it, or just doing random things in a series of movies or TV series or something, and not giving us the other ones. Maybe just random anniversaries. You get anniversary editions of some films in a series, but not all of them. It just shows a lack of commitment, a lack of thought, a lack of planning, a lack of understanding, and sadly a lot of really nice wasted postage, package design. A lot of the time the actual design is good, but the overall doesn't work. But I'm gonna go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the steelbook and Moopsie. I don't know, maybe I should get Moopsie, because I mean, she could hang out with Pusheen, and Pusheen's got no bones, so she should be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go.